Hello, shooters, loaders, and casters. It's Friday. Welcome to the Friday night live stream for the Georgia Shooting Connection. We hope y'all had a fabulous week. And yeah,
Not me.
well, we got Chris from the 740s with us tonight. We got Scotsman back. Always good to see him and have him with us. And Kyle, kick it off like you usually do, brother.
Welcome to the party, everybody. It's Friday. I hope everybody had a great week. Good to see everybody in the side chat. I see everybody's popping around. Hope nobody's snowed in. Everybody's got power and internet, it looks like. Good to see everybody. CW, what you got?
I got bullets. How's
Nice.
everybody doing? Good to see everybody. Happy to be here tonight. Just been casting a lot. Got a couple molds in the mail and been having a lot of fun removing gas checks and casting. And it's been a challenge with the temperatures we got, but still been fun. Good to see you join us there, Chris. What do you got going on?
It's been a little crazy day. I had a couple customers that didn't have water this morning, so I go work on some wells, and then attempted to go to the range and shoot some video, but the cameras weren't cooperating. The batteries were dying because of the temperature. So it's been a crazy day.
I can imagine why they didn't have wells as cold as you were saying it was.
Yeah, one of them was froze. The other one had a burn up pressure switch, so it wasn't too bad.
Hand it off to somebody.
Scotsman.
Hey, what's up, folks? Good to see everyone out there. It looks like the side chat's blowing up already. That's awesome. Good deal. I literally just got up, so I don't have a whole lot to say just yet, but it's good to be here. It's good to see everyone, and let's get this rocking. Kingpin, what's up, brother?
Not too much. Thanks for having me. Good to see everybody tonight. How's it going, Mr. JH586?
Good to have you with us, Mr. Kingpin, the king of all pins. And Scotsman, good to see you back on here. If y'all be patient and let Scotsman get a couple of cups of coffee in him, he'll be talking a whole lot faster than I can. So, yeah. So we've been watching some CW long shot videos, but I know Tin Man. Dang gummit.
Yeah.
I'm not sure when that happened. We're just getting news of it today. There's Cranky Cletus.
Yeah, it happened yesterday or last night, and then we lost Louis Armstrong today.
Comedian passed too.
And Louis was
I
young.
hadn't heard about Armstrong. I didn't know that one.
Yep, Louis Armstrong was young. He wasn't but 62, I think.
Wow.
I didn't know he was that old.
Louis Anderson.
Louis
It
Anderson.
was Anderson. It was Anderson. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, y'all say Louis Armstrong. I'm thinking of a trumpet player.
Yeah, trumpet player from
Well,
the
that's what I
50s.
It's a wonderful world. Y'all know that guy, right?
Yep.
Yeah, I was gonna say you got it wrong. I think.
Yeah, my bad. I don't know. I'm on back pills.
We lost 45 Alpha Papa Charlie.
Yeah, the other day, yep.
Echo and AR had a moment of silence for him on their chat just earlier today. So, oh no, JCM, a man's got to know his limitations. That's all I got, man.
You were doing good, Jamie. You were doing good, man.
Yeah, that one was sad, man. I've been watching that guy for a long time.
Yeah.
Look at Tex. It said he'd be like 145 years old.
I'm sorry. I broke out with the wrong last name.
Well, I'm going to tell y'all something. I know it has nothing to do with the price of tea in China, or you know. Yesterday, if my granddad had lived, he would have been 102 years old, and he was born January 20th of 1920, and
Wow.
he was very well. He was a hero. He was a World War II hero, and that's not. I was told that, it ain't because he's my granddaddy or anything like that. But yeah, Willie's doing better, guys. Thank you for your prayers. Willie, for those of you that don't know, Willie caught COVID, went to his doctor, and they told him to go to the emergency room because they didn't want to treat him. Something about insurance card, whatever. Um, I don't know him, but anyway. So he went back home, and he digressed, and his wife, he was kind of, I can't, what's the word? Is not unresponsive, but he was talking out of his head and stuff like that. And um, so she called 911. Ambulance came and got him, and they found out that he had a heart attack. We don't know how bad the heart attack was yet, but then I think one of his lungs collapsed, and they had put a chest tube in at that point. So it was looking really bad. But a lot of us are starting to get text from him again, and his wife is texting him a lot, and uh, yeah, absolutely G23. Keep those prayers rolling. There's Uncle John. Uh,
Yeah, Jesse said he chatted with him today on Discord. So that's good.
I apparently started chatting with him after he got his medication because I couldn't make any sense out of what he sent me, but I was just thankful that I got a text from him.
well, he sent me a text today asking me to update everybody on his condition, and he said that he should be home in a couple of 2 or 3 weeks.
And I hope
And
so.
I hope
Yeah.
so too. Bulldog texted with him, yeah, man. See, and Lead Bullet Junkie. He'll get back to you, Junkie. And yeah, it's encouraging to me that he's starting to get back out there, get texting, phone calls, and I have too, Big Al. It's been like a running conversation throughout my day with the Lord about Willie.
That
And
just goes to show you guys we're actually a little family here. You know, the whole reloading community. We're all family, and we all care about each other. So
there you go, Charlie. There's a brother Scott. What's going on, man? Let me know when you're gonna have a Friday night off, man. We're missing you, brother.
he's too busy running around doing horse racing and skateboarding with his kids. Now I don't blame him.
He's staying busy, man. But I'll tell you what, if you don't follow him on Instagram and you don't see some of the videos and stuff he posts to the kids, you're missing out big time.
I can't believe he lets his son do some of the things that his son does. Me as a parent, I would be cringing in the corner.
I've told him in the past, man. Like I tried skateboarding a few times and never went well. Came out to the States and I was here. I don't know, 7, 8 months. Well, no, probably 9 months or so. Got my first job out here, and then the guys decided to get together and build me a custom skateboard. Well, they put some high speed bearings in the wheels, and sure as you know it, the first time I got on it, whoop, right up in the air on the side on my hip, and that was it. Nope, we're good. Yep. Yeah, I give a lot of credit to Miles. He is awesome. He does a great job, and it's cool to watch. Is it cringeworthy? Sometimes, yeah, absolutely. It's like there's no way I could do that, but it's pretty awesome at the same time. So,
It's very awesome, but if it goes bad, ooh.
well, it's just like Ellie. Ellie was riding the horse, and she took a tumble. She got right back up and jumped right back on and kept on going, man. And
Spanked the
you know,
horse and kept on trucking.
he sent me that video, and both myself and New Texican were like, "Damn." But
Yep.
she got right back up, right back on, and kept on trucking, dude. That's how you do it.
Well, it still grows back at their age.
It's something to be proud of, man. They rock it out. They did a really good job, and that's just a credit to Scott and to the wife, and they raise them right and push them, and that's all you can say, man.
I wish we had more parents like them.
That's it.
Jesse, I prefer 2, but I'll roll with 4. So what we done gun wise? Reloading, shooting, casting, building a gun, whatever. What have we done this week?
Okay, so real quick, why is it warmer in Alaska than it is here in Ohio?
Right.
Well,
We were just talking about that.
it's
It's
because
cold here in Ohio today.
there's a cold front coming through, but there's a warm front up there. I don't know, man. No.
That's crazy, man. It's supposed to get down to 1 degree tonight, and they're at 19 degrees in Alaska.
Must be global warming.
I got a friend in Kenai, and I talk to him, I don't know, every couple of weeks, and he sends me temperatures all the time. And the warmest temperature he had around him was minus 38 the other day. The warmest.
I've been in North Dakota when it was negative 40, and let me tell you, it doesn't feel any colder than 0 degrees. You just die quicker.
I've experienced plenty of negative weather back home, but it's been a while. It's crazy when it gets down this low, especially when there's wind.
There's a drone pilot guy that has a YouTube channel that I follow, and I think he's in Ottawa, and he was out flying the other day. It was minus 21. I thought, my God, that's cold. No way I'd be out in that.
It was that today or yesterday, right here in upstate New York. I'm in Connecticut, but upstate New York, right near Niagara Falls, up that area, it was minus 20s.
Mm-hmm.
Good Lord. That's just ignorant.
Wow, guys, y'all blowing us up. I've seen 57 in here already today.
I can't even read them. They're scrolling by so quick.
I'm trying to, but it's not easy.
And I know CW, you've been casting and powder coating a lot. I'm 2 videos behind now. I just caught up on one.
I've been putting a lot of them up. I think 3 or 4 on Rumble and 1 or 2 on YouTube.
I can't figure out how to work Rumble. I don't get any notifications that anybody's posted anything. I don't know. I'm sure it's my fault. I've got something set wrong or something like that. But I have no clue how to navigate that website.
Well, I just downloaded their app, and it's a little bit different.
Well, that's what I meant. Or app. I got it on my phone.
Everybody all together, right? There's Mario. 1, 2, 3.
Hey. See, we're one big happy family.
See, now when we end this, y'all better do the Midas yell.
We're going to have to incorporate that somehow or another. We'll figure it out.
So as far as gun wise, reloading wise for me right now, I called the company this morning, Jamie, about that barrel and bolt that I ordered, and to find out what's going on because it hadn't changed status whatsoever since I ordered it 3 weeks ago. I got some wonderful, absolutely wonderful lady on the phone who continued to tell me that they're a small business and this, that, the other, blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, look, lady, I'm trying to be nice here. I just want to know what's going on. And she's like, well, we have the lead times. I'm like, I know you got the lead times. I just wanted to check on it and see what was happening. And about an hour and a half later, if that, I got an email saying it shipped.
Amazing.
Isn't that amazing how that happens?
Ain't that some stuff?
Yep.
That's why you need one of these, Scotsman. You just need to light it up, man.
The most hilarious part to this was I just got off the phone with Firearms 101 who had dealt with a similar situation ordering ammunition, and they gave him all kinds of excuses, all of it. He ran through the whole 9 yards, and I'm like, dude, I still haven't got my barrel yet. So you know what? I need to call them too. So then I called them. I got the same runaround, and then an hour and a half later, boom, there it is, shipped. So big blower's coming, man.
Cool. What are you building?
50 Beowulf.
Oh, nice.
In a rifle?
Yep. Back end's done already. I'm just waiting on the front end stuff.
I thought I might want to do one of those, but I've had 50s before, and they just get expensive.
It's going to be an expensive rifle, but it'll be a fun one.
Yeah, Bald, we were just talking about Willie, and it seems he's doing at least some better because he's getting some texts out to some folks. Some of the guys were saying that he was texting with them on Discord, and I got 2 texts from him today. So,
You still ain't texted me.
and I was actually able to read them, which is
You can always read them. They just don't always make sense.
yeah.
Even before Willie went into the hospital, it doesn't matter if he was
Oh, he always says it. Yeah.
whatever. He'll say whatever, and you have to sit there and decipher it. So I'm going to say Willie's probably good.
I like to text them back and use the voice to text because then it fumbles all the words up and it makes it more uniform. We both incoherent texts.
It's always fun trying to get text from Willie, that's for sure. But I hope he's doing better. I really do. I know some people have some disagreements with Willie and so on and so on, but even those people have said, they hope he's doing better and they hope he recovers. So that's on the plus note. That's good to see that even the people that disagree with him are stepping up and actually being a man about it. So
that's refreshing.
Uncle John, I would tell you the answer to that question, but I was made fun of in a previous text, and previous not text, but live stream about all of these jealous people whose team did not win the national championship, actually having the audacity to compare themselves with the team who did. So, yeah, we can't talk about that right now. So,
hey, Jamie, do you need any 45 gas checks?
I do not, but
Edward Petty's out there. He's got some 45 gas checks if anyone needs them. He's not casting, so
yeah, if you guys if you need them and you need somebody to get you in touch with with Edward, if y'all just email us at georgiashootingconnection@gmail.com, we'll hook you up. I can send you to Scotsman. Scotsman send you to Edward, or Edward can send us an email also, and I'll just send you directly over there. Go Big Al.
Well, I will say this. I have a coworker who is 66 years old, born and raised in Alabama, die-hard Bama fan. He called me up after the game, or the next day, next morning, and he said, I'm man enough to tell you this. And this guy ain't but like 5'2". I mean, we call him Worm for a reason. He said, I'm man enough to say this. Y'all beat us because you outplayed us.
All right. Fuzzy says he could use them. Fuzzy, I'll get a hold of Edward and I'll send him your info. And I'm sure Edward would be more than happy to send them to you, buddy.
I was actually watching the first half of that game with Mr. JH586.
We did. And, well, at least you're man enough to admit it, G. I wasn't calling no names, but there you go. And I'll say this to Senior Master Sergeant Bulldog. When you get down to the end of it, it's like one team won and everybody else lost. Am I right?
I had another coworker. He's a younger guy. He's younger than me. One of my mechanics, and I told him I didn't watch the second half, and he goes, "All right, don't waste your time. If you're going to rewatch it, watch the last 5 minutes of the game because that was it."
Mario liked it. Good to know. So, Kingpin, what have you done gun wise this week? Anything good?
Hello.
I think he's muted. Yeah.
He'll be back. He probably had to go to the boys' room or get a refill.
Kingpin's like me, man. When we're not talking, we try to mute so we're not talking over each other. We try to, make sure no one's jumping on each other.
Yeah, I keep my microphone on mute at all times. My computer's acting a fool, so I don't even know if you guys can hear anything I'm saying right now.
Yep, we can hear you.
Okay, so if anything's going on, my computer is acting really, really crazy. But the only thing I did this week was decide which gun I'm going to get next and started putting a couple bucks off to the side for it.
Do tell.
Colt competition model 1911.
Okay.
That'd be fun.
Yeah, thanks, Jason Stewart. He'll be out there sooner or later. He's basically the one that picked it out for me.
That dude's amazing.
Okay, so follow-up question. Since you're getting the Colt competition model, are you planning on competition?
No.
Come on, man.
He just wants a slick running Colt.
Like, it's not something I would turn my nose up to, but I'm just getting it because I'm addicted to buying guns, and that one looks really nice. And 45 ACP is the only caliber for a 1911. Thank you, everybody, for agreeing with me.
I agree, except for 38 Super. That's an original caliber as well. So
I was going to say 30,
yes, 38 Super is nice.
I was going to say 38 Super is the original competition caliber. So, however, I do agree 45 should be your if you're carrying a 1911, it should be 45.
I got a couple friends that shoot 38 Super that I travel around and shoot competitions with, and those guys they're bad. Right after they shoot, when we're resetting the stages, they're picking up that brass. They don't leave it laying.
Yeah, I'll get down your way soon, man. Me and Daniel will come down there, and you're right by Hot Pot too. So me, you, and Gene and Daniel will all get together, and we'll figure out a competition we can all do.
Yeah, there's we got that new card that we were talking about that on my show the other night about Cardinal Shooting Center is going to start hosting USPSA matches this year, so that's going to be cool because that's less than an hour drive for me.
Okay, yeah, Cardinal's not too bad. Cardinal's probably about an hour, not even an hour for Daniel, and it would be a little more for me because I'm up on the other side of Cleveland, but it's no big deal.
So Scotsman, have you ever shot at Crooked Creek up that way?
I have not. I do follow them. I've talked to them in the past. I actually talked to the director of the club, and they're kind of hit and miss.
I've never shot a local match there. I come up there and shoot Battle for the North Coast once a year up there, but
yeah, they're kind of hit and miss. I've talked to the director in the past, and you know, he and Jamie, close your ears because you probably won't like what I'm going to say, but there's no other way to say this, so I apologize, but it is what it is. The director really pisses me off because he basically, in his emails, when he sends his emails out, and that was a nice way of saying it, Jamie. I went nice with it. He basically has accepted the fact that the country is trying to destroy the Second Amendment instead of fighting for the Second Amendment.
I know exactly who you're talking about.
And it really pisses me off. Yeah. I have many other words, but yeah, that alone ticks me off.
Well, that's enough. Fundamental freedoms, God-given rights, and we're in Georgia. The constitutional carry has been advanced to the legislature again, right, Kyle? Seems like it's every
they're
year.
trying. We'll see.
And we'll see. So Ball and Curious got some wild turkey tonight. So there you go.
Does that mean he was turkey hunting or is he drinking?
I don't know. He's probably getting ready to go turkey hunting in the morning. I can't imagine Ball drinking.
I can't imagine him turkey hunting either.
So yeah, man. I was in here. A friend of mine, and y'all know him. He's not here tonight. He's at work tonight. But Fred sent me some 35 Remington brass, and I kind of kneeled them. I don't know if y'all can see them, but might have got too far down. But the thing about 35 Remington is, you want me to make it bigger?
Yeah.
That looks real good.
The thing about it is the shoulder so small. It reminds me of 300 Blackout on steroids, basically.
Right.
Because it's a real short inset and all that kind of stuff. So I had to go a little farther down the case than I wanted to, but I'm still using. I use my drill and an extension and a socket like this, and I don't have to get close to the fire. And
Good Lord, they make shorter extensions, sir.
I know, but I like this one. I can rest it on my. I can put my hand on the table, and the extension reaches all the way up to the flame of the torch without having to stress or anything.
No, I do it. I do it the same way, brother. I do it the same way, just not with that long of an extension. I actually put my torch in a vise and just hold the drill over the vise and move it.
I use my fingers. If my fingers get too hot, the brass is too hot.
Yeah.
Right. That was a good video you did on that too. So there's a video out there in YouTube world, or at least there used to be before we got all uppity. And CW did a very fine video on how you turn the lights down, use a torch, and all that kind of stuff. And guys, you can, if you're doing thousands of rounds, I understand getting in the Neelys or an amp or whatever you want to spend money on. I mean, it's your money. You can do what you want to with it, but
They do fine jobs, but you don't have to have them.
Okay, we have a question from JCM45, and I think it's an excellent question.
I do not.
It really isn't a quench. There is no such way to quench brass. It's a ferrous metal. It doesn't quench. It doesn't harden or soften when you use water. What the water does is it stops the mitigation of heat down into the web of the case where you do not want it.
And that's
CW, the science guy.
what I like about that deep
Take
well
what?
socket.
Jeez, God, they won't slow down. I can't read it.
As I was saying, that's what I like about that deep socket is it seems to stop the heat right where.
Yeah. But it'll still transfer. It'll still walk down the case. It'll make the whole case warmer. It shouldn't be enough to cause a problem, but it does happen. But the water stops it.
And this is probably 60 or 75 pieces of brass, and I did those in about 20 minutes.
Yep.
And I just stick it up there and count to 10 and cut the lights down. And when it very first starts to glow, I dump it.
Yeah, count it, and then because it's going to change for different brass. It'll change a little bit for brands, but not really so much. It's more for size. So if you're doing like 7 mag, it's going to be different than 22 Hornet.
So New Texarkana and Big E, y'all live close together? I can put y'all in touch with each other. So yeah, guys, our buddy Jared Bear Tactical was on with AR and Echo's Reloading Chamber earlier, and he is closing in on 1,000 subscribers. So if y'all are not subscribed to him, do me a favor and go over there and hit that subscribe button.
He's basically a down to earth guy, and straight up, from what I can tell, anyway. And I've been on Gerbers probably, I don't even know how long now. A long time. But he's basically a down to earth guy, straight up, and you can't go wrong. So yeah, jump over there, hit him up, make sure you comment, and enjoy.
He's at 991 right now.
Same thing with Echo's channel. If you guys aren't watching Echo, him and AR have been doing a spectacular job with these interview shows. And then they've always got their other live shows where they're casting and or reloading or whatever. But if you're missing the interview shows on Echoes, you're making a big mistake.
Big Al, links up there, man. We just posted it. Just scroll back up the chat.
There you go, Big Al. It's up there at 832.
Yeah, my channel grew like crazy after Echo had me on his show. It's awesome what he's doing over there.
Yeah,
Echo's as cool as you can get. That guy's been around since way before I came around, and he's been solid every single day. He's a really good dude.
Echo is a solid dude. Unfortunately, I've never really made it to most of his chats. I'm usually working, but it's he is definitely a solid dude, and yeah, check him out as well. And we're all here to support each other, so every time we can, it's a good thing. So
I'm liking that logo too, man.
All right.
You should get some t-shirts printed, man.
Yeah, that logo is awesome.
I'm 997.
3 away.
I'm 997. We need 3 more.
He's
Good
gonna
deal.
he's gonna hit 1,000 on the Georgia shooting connection.
$9.99 now. Who will
$9.99.
be number 1,000?
All right, who hasn't subbed him yet?
Really? Is it 999 now?
That's what Big Al says.
Hey, hang on.
1,000. 1K.
Come on. He hit it. Bingo.
Well,
That's
there you
awesome.
go, man.
Congratulations, Jerry Bear. That is awesome.
That's a huge milestone, man.
Man,
Yeah, it is.
He's
You know,
officially
everyone
at
always
1,000.
goes. Everyone always talks about, you know, the first 100 you get, then the first 500 you get, and the first, you know, this, that, the other. When you get your first 1,000, man, that's a huge milestone. So congratulations, that's
Yep,
awesome, man.
I'm still
You
not
deserve
there.
it. You definitely deserve
Of course,
it.
I
Keep
hadn't
up
been
the good
making
work.
videos because I'm scared to death of getting strikes, but whatever.
I'm getting close. I think
Here's
I'm
the
9.
thing.
I can't believe you hadn't been getting strikes and all that stuff.
Here's the thing with the strike thing, man. Don't be scared. Don't be scared. If you're scared, you shouldn't be here. Period. Don't be scared. When you make videos, there's no reason for you to be scared of what you're doing. The biggest thing that comes down to where people get strikes, and this is where a lot of people disagree, which take it for what it's worth, but comes down to your description and your title. And watch your words. A lot of times it's the automatic AI picking up on certain words you use. So be very careful in the words you use, and you won't have a problem.
Broke motor.
So, Jerry Bear, it was
He's
either
definitely not scared.
Jerry Bear. It was either Garage Guy or Papa's Place that was your 1,000th subscriber. So, yeah, maybe Garage Guy 879 or Papa's Place. So maybe a package is in order. Just saying. You figure it out. I'm confused.
You know, I've gotten probably 2 strikes on YouTube in the past year or so. I have been shadow banned on Instagram for the past 2 years almost, because of what we're dealing with and because I share truth and they don't like truth. So
It has been a minute, yeah.
I got shadow banned, and so like Insight Freedom, you know, he tried to tag me in a post the other day, and he sent me a text with a screenshot because the screenshot said, "Unfortunately, you can't tag this person because this person has been sharing misinformation."
Oh, you mean the truth?
The truth, exactly.
Yeah, I had to go into your about on YouTube to get your Instagram link. I couldn't find you on there.
And I'm glad you did, and we'll get you on Sunday, man. If you want to be on, you definitely have you on. I'd love to have you on. I think you'd be a good addition to the chat for sure.
Oh yeah, no, I'm already planning on it. I really appreciate you asking me.
Highlight Mike Hester's comment, please.
Cranky Cletus, I am banned from Vistaprint too. So yes, I'm already there, brother. I'm banned a lot of places.
How do you
There's
get
a lot of
banned
people
from
that don't like
Vistaprint?
me. That's okay.
How do you guys get banned for life from something? I mean,
You talk truth.
Mamu Dogface in the banana patch. I'm gonna have to title a video. I might do a video on that tomorrow.
Oh yeah, let's not forget PayPal. Insight Freedom. Yeah, let's not forget PayPal. I've been banned on PayPal for what, 4 years now?
I
How do you get
remember that.
banned on PayPal?
That's
But
easy.
that's easy because when we were doing the giveaway fundraiser for Mr. Holster, someone got butthurt, called PayPal, told them I was selling firearms, which I was not selling firearms, and I got banned on PayPal. And I'm banned on my personal account as well as on the account I set up for them.
Oh, well, yeah, I do remember that. I thought you got that resolved already.
Nope. They won't do a damn thing, dude. There's still literally $400+ sitting there that they're gaining interest on every single freaking day, and unfortunately, they won't refund it to the people. They won't give it to me so I can send it back to the people. They won't give it to me so I can send it to Mr. Holster. They won't do nothing, not a freaking thing. It just sits there and gains interest, and they keep milking it.
Dang it. I honestly thought you had that resolved already, but
Nope.
Yes,
There's
sir.
no way. There's no way to resolve it. I spent hours upon hours upon hours on the phone, and I got nowhere.
Well, we got that money cleansed and back out to where it needed to go. So that's all right. We do what we got to do for our community and our family here.
Absolutely. Talking to that, guys, I will get the list updated, and I will make a video here shortly. So probably this week, sometime this week, I'll get a video out there of what we do still have available, um, of the stuff for Mr. Holster. If you guys are interested, let me know, and we'll work something out and get that to you.
Mike Kester again.
I don't know where that's from or why it's funny, but it just is.
yeah, I don't know where it's from or why it's funny either, but man, it's tickling me, so I'm good with it. You
Yep.
see this guy? He number one bullshit guy. He do the wee woo.
So, okay, so we got a couple people out there saying, why don't we try to get a lawyer? And then Chico Wise said he had to make a different account as well. I'm permanently banned. I have 3 different accounts, and I'm banned on every single one of them. It doesn't matter what I do. There's no way they're allowing me to use their account system whatsoever. There's no freaking way. So yeah, it's crazy. And you know, it's all because someone got butt hurt because they didn't win, and it makes me sad to say that, but that's basically what it comes down to: is someone got butt hurt because they didn't win something, and yeah, it's sad, you know.
If you're that guy, don't enter a raffle. Okay, just don't.
If you're that guy, eat a bag of Hershey's.
Good night, Walter.
Night, Walter.
Coming in, buddy. We appreciate you.
Scotsman, you want to do us the honor of going through the side chat?
I'll do
Oh
that.
hell, okay. I wasn't prepared for this, but sure, let's try this. Hopefully it doesn't move too fast on me. All right, we got Edward Petty, G23, Fuzz Fork 8, Chris from 740 here and on the panel. Waller Davis, Mike Hester, Tin Man, Chico Wise, Dirty South himself, CW Longshot here and on the panel. Let's see, Big Al, Uncle John, Mark Thomas, Inside Freedom, Jared Tactical. Congratulations, brother. Awesome job. Keep going, man. You got a long way to go. You really do have a great channel, and we appreciate you for what you do, man. Tim S, Vanessa Kitty, Daniel, the Navy boy, Gigi Reloading. Let's see, Bald and Curious. Let's see, Jerry Parker, Hobbies Hobo. Hobbies Hobo, I appreciate you, man. You're on Instagram as well, and I appreciate you jumping over there and supporting me over there as well. You're a good dude. See, Idaho Rogers, Walter Bunning, Cranky Cletus, Cranky.
Cranky.
Who else we got? AR Gun 1776, James Pollard. James, we're gonna get together soon, man. We are. You're not too far from me, so yes, we're getting together soon. I know we keep talking about it. It's gonna happen. Thorzax, glad you got the package, brother. If anyone's out there and you can't order a certain thing in your state and you got some issues, whatever, get a hold of one of us. We'll help you. We'll send it to you. We don't care. Thorzax is in a state where they're kind of like, you can't have this, you can't have that via mail, and help a brother out. It's not that hard.
It really ain't.
Garage Guy 879. If you guys do not know Garage Guy 879, please jump over and support him. He is an awesome dude. Even though he loves Glocks, he's still an awesome dude. Let's see. Papa's Place, Jesse B Outdoors, and Jesse. Yeah, we also get to get together, man. You're not too far as well, so we got to figure that out. New Texican, Big E, Bulldog. Trying not to repeat myself here. Dave something saddle up shooting. I'm not gonna try to destroy your name, so sorry, Dave.
He's not awake yet. Give him a minute.
Yeah, I'm not trying to destroy your name. Let's see if there's anyone else out there. I'm scrolling back. I'm looking, man. I'm trying.
There's V-Board.
Yeah, we got V-Borg Andy 1, Alaska 1 Andy. I'm sorry.
You got MCK, Pony 47. Alaska 1 Andy is also a very cool guy. If you don't know Alaska 1 Andy, we were on a live stream last time I was on with you guys. We were talking 762 by 39, and he was kind enough to send me dies and some brass. So, brother, I appreciate it very, very much. I haven't made a video yet, but I will. It's sitting on my desk. I got other stuff from heck. I got stuff from Kingpin and some other people. I still got to make videos. I just haven't got there yet, but it is appreciated.
I got to find some ammo. I got to find 8mm Mauser, Mosin ammo, 7.62 54R, and 7.62 by 39. I've been looking around a little bit, but can't find it. Anybody
Guess what, Kyle?
caught in their pipe?
Guess what, Kyle?
Where?
I reload 8mm Mauser and 7.62 by 54R. So cranky.
We got tons of 7.62 39 around here, but man, it's expensive.
I ain't paying $1.50 a shot. No. I'll leave them packed in Cosmoline and just let them eat.
I'm not gonna pay crazy prices, and that's kind of where I was looking at getting dies and some brass and stuff. And so Alaska and 1 Andy was nice enough to help me out there. But if anyone comes across brass, let me know. That'd be awesome.
What caliber?
I plan on shooting it a lot. So,
What caliber is Gusman?
what's that?
What caliber brass?
7.62 by 39.
So two people have told you, Kyle, that you can make 8mm Mauser brass out of 30-06.
Well, I totally understand that, but I don't even have a gun yet. I just got to go over there and pick it up.
There you go. G23 is going to email you a link for 7.6239 for 30 cents a round.
That's cheap. Right now, it's cheap.
Right now, it's cheap. Yeah.
I think the cheapest I have found anywhere around here is I can get Red Army Standard for $9.99 a box, and I just think that's ridiculous for 7.62 steel case.
Ain't
I know
buying.
who I need to call. I know, or not call, but email. I didn't even think of that. There's a place in Villa Rica, Georgia. That's a huge ammo manufacturer, and I bought 1,000 rounds of 223 from them before, and all that. And actually, our parts drivers drive right by it every day. They can pick it up and no shipping. Woo!
There you go.
I just need to get in touch with them, see if they got any. They might not. I don't know.
It is a good round, Dave. It really is. It's well, you got to be careful, as I discovered last night talking to some guys on. We were.
Oh, Hester. Golly bum. I'm sorry, Jamie. Go ahead. Didn't mean to interrupt.
Yes, it is, Chico. There's two flavors of 8mm, and you need to make sure you get the right one if you're going to be reloading it. There's a 8mm J and an 8mm JS. If I'm remembering correctly, and I think I am, the J is 318 diameter, and the JS, which came later in the progression, um, is .323, and that's what I have, Kyle. I have. Did I get that right, CW?
Yep. The JS is a lot more common. It's World War II. There's a lot more guns made. The 318s are out there, are around, and yeah, it's good to know what you've got. But more than likely, it's a JS.
More than likely.
And CW or Scotsman, I may need to get with y'all. The guy that I'm getting this rifle from doesn't know what it's worth, and I don't either. I don't want to cheat him, but I don't want to be cheated either.
What's the rifle?
It's an 8mm Mauser.
Okay. Yeah, just let me know what you're looking at. Send me some pictures and we'll figure it out.
Right.
Many different ones too.
Hey,
Yeah, I know.
Jerry Bear, you gotta ask somebody in the chat that has a wrench next to their name. They can put that link up for you.
Yeah, there's a million different 8mm Mausers. So yeah, just shoot me some pictures. We'll figure it out. If I don't know, I got people I can ask. So
Right. Yeah, I know y'all do.
What is JRS, Big E? So that's good to know. Thanks, Tex. He found you some 7.62 by 39 brass, Chico, if you want it. So, yeah. Meatloaf really could sing, AR.
He would do anything for love, but he wouldn't do that.
Rimmed Mauser. Wow. Didn't know there was such an animal.
Like I say, I've
Drillings.
this guy, a friend of his passed away, and he was, unbeknownst to him, left his arsenal to a friend of mine, and so he's sitting on a bunch of rifles and Mac 10s and stuff like that. He's gotten rid of most of it. of course, my friend is a Class 3 FFL, so he's okay to own all this. But he's gotten rid of most of it, and he saved one Mauser for me. I already got a couple of SKSs and what do you call them other bolt action guns? The
Mosins.
Mosins. Got a couple of Mosins off of him, and a couple other things. But yeah, I asked him if he had a Mauser left, and he goes, "I got one, and it's got your name on it. Just come up, but I don't know what it's worth. I mean, if it's worth $1,000, I'm not going to offer him 100. You know."
No, you want to be fair, and that's fine. Yeah, just let us know. Shoot us text.
Yeah.
Send me some pictures, and we'll figure it out.
I might ride over there tomorrow and see what's up, get some pictures, and
yeah, if you can do it this weekend, that'd be great. I'm off this weekend, so yeah.
Well, I mean, the guy's a good friend. He already gave me a chrome folding stock AK-47, but it's in 223. I walked in the door and he said, "Here, I don't even know what to do with this." He can't find magazines for it or whatever, but he said, "Regardless, you're leaving with this gun." I'm like, okay.
If someone's offering you something, don't complain. And
Right.
You know what? And this one's a tough one for me because this one comes from Jamie. Jamie bitched me out for this a while back. And Jamie, I have to thank you, but at the same time I still curse you out because you bitched me out, and it was for good reason though. And I get it, but I still don't like it because I'm one of those guys that I'm not big on people just giving me things. If that makes sense. I'm not big on that. So it was a tough thing for me to be able to accept that. But you're like, hey, if someone wants to help you, if someone wants to do this, let them do it because you're taking away from them if you don't. And that's the part that made more sense to me than anything is you're taking away from someone who wants to do something for you. And so,
They're stealing their blessing.
And if they want to do that, let them do it. And so I've been more open to it, and I'm very appreciative for everything that people have done for me. It's a huge blessing by far. So if you're one of those people out there, I do appreciate it more than you know, and don't send me anything else. I got enough. Please, I got enough.
Well,
Unless you got 7.62 by 39 brass, then we'll talk.
yeah, and see that's where it come from for me. Is I was used to going on mission trips and all this kind of stuff, and then I was cutting firewood one day, and a tree fell on my shoulder, and some of the guys from the church came and cut a bunch of firewood and stuff for me, and it was on a day that my wife had left to go on a mission trip to Peru, and she was in Peru, and they told her, "Well, your husband got hit by a part of a tree," and I was cutting a dead tree down the top, probably 10 or 12 feet, broke off and fell on my shoulder, and luckily it came down flat and not like pointed. That could have been really bad, or it could have hit me in the head. I mean, it missed my head by 6 inches, but anyway, what they come and did that for me, and I'm like, "No, you can't cut firewood for me." And they said, "Well, how are you going to do it?" And I had to do some praying about it, and it dawned on me that when I go and do and help people, on these mission trips get back in their home and rebuild their house after a hurricane and stuff like that, it it was always us as our team went and did these things. It was us that got the blessing for it, and you just really and it's nothing but pride that keeps you from accepting uh, something from somebody else. So
Well,
if somebody wants to do something for you, don't steal their blessing from them. You know,
I'm slightly going to disagree. It's not pride that stops me from wanting to accept something from someone. It's I don't necessarily need it. Um, people have asked me many times over the years why I've done what I've done, and I'm nothing special. So before anyone gets out there and starts kissing my rear end, please don't. I'm nothing special. Um, the things that I've done over the past years comes down to one thing and one thing only: is that you folks out there have made me feel at home and made me want to be here, and that's why I became a citizen. That's why I'm here. You guys made me feel at home, and so I appreciate that more than anything else. So when it comes down to the things that I've done, that's why I did them, and so it's it's tough for me to accept things from people because I'm not out there going, "Hey, I need this, I need that, blah 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 blah." I don't expect anything like that. Um, so it's not a pride thing. It's simply more of I'm just a stubborn bastard.
Being a good man comes with a cost, and the cost is people love you. So whether you accept it or not, you are a special person. And the reason everybody loves you is because you're a good dude.
absolutely, you've inspired a lot of us to be more giving and do more for our fellow man. And,
So stubborn bastard. Thank you. Got
yeah. Yeah, Val, that's scary, ain't it, man? But we got a serious question here. Oh, one guy, 8 millimeter brass. Can one just uh, size neck up to JS size, or is there other differences? There is other differences. It will have to be trimmed. Uh, you have to cut it down. Got anything on that, CW?
Um, no, I'll have to go with what you said. I have to look it up to see. I remember them being the same, but I don't remember looking at a dimension, an overall dimension. But there's somebody mentioned rimmed. There's rimmed versions of most all of those calibers, and they were used in drilling rifles, um, rifles with a shotguns with a rifle barrel. They called them drillings, multiple calibers, and they used rimmed cases. So there's rim 223 out there. There's most calibers have a rimmed counterpart.
There you go, Scotsman. Well, thank you, Big Al. You're a blessing, brother. Um, if y'all give me a second, I'll get two pieces of brass and show you the difference. Uh,
Looks like Scotsman's got a comment out there from Daniel. You guys got
Oh,
some new videos to make.
He's always got those.
Okay, so Mike Hash out there, and I just put a comment in the side chat. But he's saying he's going to send me a Glock. Hey, you know what, brother? Here's the thing, man. Everyone makes fun of me because I talk about Glock and I kind of badmouth Glock. I'm not badmouthing Glock. Here's my problem with Glock, and I've said this many times over: is Glock doesn't listen to the customer. That's my main issue with Glock. They never listen to the customer. That being said, a very good friend on here sent me a T-shirt, and that T-shirt happened to be a Glock T-shirt. And people have said, "Hey, you'll never wear it. You'll never do it." I've wore it many times. You know why? Because of who it came from. and I wear that T-shirt with pride, not because of what's on the T-shirt, but because you sent it to me. And so, Mike, if you really, really, really want to send me a Glock because it's coming from you, I will happily go on the range and I will happily shoot it because it came from you. But that would be it. Period. It's nothing. Glocks just have a serious following, and they have so many people that blindly follow, and that's the problem. They blindly follow. It's kind of like what we're dealing with right now. We've been in this, pandemic for the last 2 years, and people blindly follow what they're told. Glock is the exact same thing. Glock is, we're going to come out with a brand new gun. We're going to take a 19 and a 17, put them together, and hey, go look. Hey, it's a brand new gun. No, it's the same freaking gun. It's just two guns put together.
Good night, Texican.
And people go nuts over it. So,
Good night, New Tex. I agree with you 100% on that. They have never listened to their customers.
Yep, or they'd have a carbine.
Well, the
Yeah,
number one thing that people have asked for year after year after year after year is stop putting plastic sights on there. Put some freaking steel sights on. And never have they done it. Never.
They did finally build a
tell
rimfire.
me that's going to cost X amount more to put some steel freaking sights on a Glock versus their polymer sights and really make them charge that much more whatsoever. It really doesn't.
Their answer is the night sights. They're metal.
Well, their answer is simply that they have so many companies that have aftermarket parts that they have agreements with already that charge and all the rest of it. So yeah, they have agreements out there with all these other companies for aftermarket stuff. That's why they don't do it.
The two things I always used to do were steel sights and a steel mainspring guide rod.
As
What
far
was
as
it?
the
They
actual
waited.
gun goes itself,
They didn't put it. What it was, Gen. They didn't put an ambi slide release on anything until Gen 5, right?
yeah, that's right.
I'm a left-hander. That's why I hate it. I'm like,
Yeah, they
why it took them so long to do an ambi slide release.
because they just didn't listen. That's the problem. They don't listen. They literally have the market. They got the market back in the early 80s and early 90s when they went with the whole, blue line and give it to cops for X amount dollars, blah, 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 and so on and so on. They captured that market. And as soon as they captured that market, it was all over. Everyone was like, well, the cops carry it, so I'm going to carry it.
Yep.
Well, it's been the way forever. I mean, every caliber the government ever chooses is being beyond popular. 45-70's been around forever. 45 Colt's been around forever. And what do they have to bring to the table other than they were U.S. government calibers? There's some that didn't make it, the 6mm Lee Navy and a couple others. But by and large, anything the government has chosen to use has been popular. Wildly popular most of the time.
Yeah, but myself and Daniel would be more than happy to get a Glock from you, Mike. And I can't promise you it will survive. We will do extensive testing, and we'll do an extensive review. But I cannot promise you that it will live. And we'll have to get Chris, and we'll have to get Hot Pot and all those and others involved too. So, and we'll have to get James Pollard and some other people. We'll get them all together, Jason Stewart, and we'll all do the review and extensive testing together. So we'll have a multi collaboration of channels reviewing this one Glock.
Ohio review.
and we'll see how far it makes it, and even if it makes it through all the channels before it's gone, it'll be a good test.
Now I have Glocks. I do agree with you on that. I try to find something I like about each gun, but that's one thing that's always ticked me off with Glock is they don't listen.
Yep.
And I hate that plastic sight between the plastic sights and wait until you hit Gen 5 to put an ambi slide release on. That was always a big hit with me. I never understood that.
Yeah, I mean, it's not. Again, the company itself is a good company, and there's some folks out there said quit bitching. I'm not bitching. I'm making a statement of what's fact. The fact is they don't listen. Period. They don't, and that's the problem. You know, customers have asked for this, customers have asked for that, and they never pay attention. Never. And it's sad. If you have a company and you're making all this money day after day after day, listen to your customer.
Well, you know, we're just a byproduct for Glock. Or that's how it started. They weren't after us. Yeah, they found a niche in with us.
Well, it's just like Lee. And, you know, Ocean made a video the other day. You know, he's having problems with the ACP and he's working through them and making modifications. He shouldn't have to make those modifications. We are literally the freaking test lab rats of here, take this product. I'm going to charge you X amount of money. Now go figure out what's wrong with it and tell us what's wrong with it. Instead of them doing that before it leaves the freaking plant. I like Lee. I do. I like Lee. They make a lot of good budget stuff. But the problem with them is we're the freaking test labs. We're the rats. It's here. Take this. Go test it. Tell me what's wrong with it, and we'll figure it out after.
All right, here you go. You ready? If I can do this without dropping it. Okay. There you go. I can't. There you go. Okay. On your left is a
308
on your right
is a 3006.
is a 30-06. 8 millimeter in the middle and 308 on the right.
Left.
Everything's backwards. But I want you to notice that piece of 8 millimeter brass is PPU. And I know it's not Lapua, and it's probably not even Starline, but PPU does some good brass, guys. You can do a lot worse than buying factory loaded ammo from PPU and running it through your gun to get the brass.
The newer PPU, absolutely.
Yeah. So basically, if you look at it, you're going to have to trim that 30-06 down probably to the point that you're going to need a jig, and then you're going to have to resize it from 30 caliber to 323 or 321 probably. Yeah, Mauser's in the middle, Biggie. And that 308 brass has not even been cleaned yet, so that's the reason it looks like.
51 millimeters, 57 millimeters, and 63 millimeters.
No.
You are just a wealth of knowledge, sir.
Here's another comparison for you.
That just it kills me to get into another caliber, you know.
Well, yeah.
That's another rabbit hole to go down.
Okay, so we got a couple comments out there about my Lee comment. Papa's Place, yes. Even Dylan has issues. Absolutely, it does. Mm-hmm. I've had problems with mine. I've had a lot of problems with mine, and I've worked through them. The problem comes in is with Lee specifically is Lee rushes everything to market. It's not that they don't try to do a good job. They rush it to market, they ship it out, and they send it out, and they expect you to figure it all out. Dylan for the most part, and many other companies, as far as reloading, actually takes a little bit more time, tries to get it right, and then issues pop up as we go along. So, like with the 650, a lot of times you're going to have some powder spill. You're going to have various little things here and there with it, and you got to play with it because it is a automated press in a certain way. So, yeah, you're gonna have to play with it a little bit. You have to toy with it, and that's what I had to do when I got it. I get that, but Lee is one of those companies, unfortunately, who kind of just rushes everything to market, and that's where they fail. They rush it to market. They push it out there. They go, hey, we got this awesome brand new thing. Shove it out there. Buy this. Buy this. Buy this. Everyone buys it. They get it, and then there's nothing but problems. Nothing but problems, and it's a little ridiculous. And don't get me wrong. Again, like I said earlier, I like Lee. Most of my dies are all Lee dies, but they have a lot of problems when it comes to their presses because they just rush this stuff out, and we're the test subjects.
Well, but think about it this way: it's a status quo. How much money are they saving on R&D if they can just D and we be the R?
So you basically just said that you like to take it up the rear.
No, every time that I've called Lee and complained about something, they take care of it right then and there.
They always do.
But then again, you have the downtime or whatever of waiting for whatever they're going to send you to come in. And think about it this way: how many innovations have we seen or been sent by people with 3D printers to make all that easier?
Well, and this is the thing. We shouldn't have to.
Well, I can guarantee you this: nobody that has sent a improved piece for a lead press has given up the patent to Lee so they can produce it. So
No, and that's true. But again, we shouldn't have to. Why are people having to make this, make that? We shouldn't have to. You know, it's this.
I
is
mean,
the
there's
sad
something to be
part.
said for both sides. There's something to be said. They can't keep the product as low cost as they do if they're having to pay $100 million a year in R&D.
No, because as you well know, as I do, most of their shit's all cast, so they can keep it pretty low. Their costs ain't that high. Most of their stuff is all cast stuff, so they can keep it pretty low.
Right.
See, Mark Thomas, that is the point. Lee has got more people into reloading than any of those other companies. People can afford Lee, and they learn what they're doing, and then they learn about Lee's limitations and typically move up or not. They got some good presses and stuff.
I think people are taking my comment the wrong way. I'm not knocking on Lee. I'm knocking on the fact that they make us test subjects. That's pretty much what it is. They have excellent products for the most part. They really do. You know, their classic turret press is an awesome press. The only thing I hate about their presses for the most part is the priming system. Their priming system sucks. Absolutely freaking sucks.
The Lee Safety Prime.
But to be honest, there isn't many presses that make a good priming system.
No, there's not.
I don't even use the priming system on my Lee Loadmaster.
So Lee's priming system sucks. Lyman's priming system sucks. I don't know if you guys have the Lyman or not, but I have the Lyman Turret 8. Their priming system sucks. I hate it. I pulled it off the press. I've never used it. I used it once and said, nope, we're not doing that. I called them. I talked to them, explained the issue, and I got nowhere. So I was like, all right, fine, whatever. Pull it off the press. I hand prime. It's not worth it. You know, it's. I don't expect a press to do everything that we expect it to do, but when you're spending money and you're trying to do something, you expect it to do at least the bare minimum of what you want it to do.
I have not seen a manufacturer of a press with an automated kind of priming system that didn't have problems. My Dillon's got problems. My Loadmaster's got problems. Hell, even though I'm hand feeding it into the 4-hole turret press, I've had problems. It's just that seems to be the spike in the heel of everybody.
And Papa's Place out there says he disagrees that they all rush it in some way and we're all testing. And to some degree, yes, you're right. They are. They do rush it, and we are a test subject in a lot of cases. But Lee seems to be the top producer when it comes to that. And you can disagree with me if you want to, but I really think they are the worst of the worst when it comes to your test subject.
I'll agree with that. We're lab rats.
Yeah, Tim S. said everything that I have is reloading related, except one set of dies is Lee.
No, and they're a good company. If you call them up and you say you got this problem, they take care of you. They do. They take care of you. And
I was just agreeing with you on that. I hate the priming system. Now, the only thing that I use my Loadmaster for is 9mm, but I took it all off the press. I just hand prime all my 9 brass and then run it through there. I mean, it's still faster than doing it on a turret or a single stage, but that priming system, I was at my wit's end with it and I quit using it.
Yeah, that's the one thing I didn't care for with the Loadmaster was the priming system.
Yeah.
When I first got into reloading, and this goes all the way back to the days of C-Max, he's like, hey, this would be a great press for you to start on. Go ahead and get this press. So I did, bought it, and I started doing it. And that priming system drove me up the freaking wall.
Yeah.
And it was still faster for me to literally hand prime it in the press versus actually trying to use the freaking system itself. And I was going faster just doing it by hand, just taking a single primer by hand, sticking it in there and going. So much faster. And that's how we did it for a long time.
Yeah, I mean, the way I do my 9mm, I've got my Lee turret press. I'll just deprime all my 9 on there and then hand prime it and then run it through the Loadmaster. I mean, it probably takes longer than what it would with a Dillon, but it works. And then I don't have any problems that way.
No, and we all have multiple presses at this point. So for myself, and I think, and I may be wrong, but I think Kingpin is probably the oddball out amongst us all as far as presses and reloading goes. But I have multiple presses, and for everything minus 9mm, I hand prime.
Me too. And Reloader 762 makes up a good point. I did a video about how frustrated I was with that Lee safety prime on my Lee 4-hole classic cast turret press. And it would just shoot primers.
I hated that. It just zing them across the room for no reason.
Yeah, and it's made out of plastic. And then Georgia Boy 44, who I dearly love, I've been to his church and worshiped with him. But he did a video and he loaded 100 rounds of 9mm on his with that Lee safety prime. Not one of them things flew across the floor.
So,
and 762 saying the same thing. He's been using one for 20 plus years and never had a second's problem out of it. So maybe
Okay.
it's just
So I'm gonna go ahead and say this, and I don't mean to interrupt you, Jamie, but if you go watch Ocean's last couple videos,
I have.
go watch them. So if you're in a side chat and you haven't watched Ocean's last videos, go watch Ocean's last videos. They came out with the ACP press, and it's the same kind of system. And Julio has had nothing but problems for the same reason we all have problems with the regular presses. Same thing. The split in, the way they have it all set up, it's a freaking disaster. And that's where I have problems. We shouldn't have to pretty much redesign the press. We shouldn't have to do that. Julio pretty much had to redesign the press to make it work.
But isn't that's pretty much the rule rather than the exception with more than just Lee stuff that we buy as reloaders. And the point that I'm trying to make, and I think Scotsman is too, you go buy a brand new car. Of course, you're gonna pay a whole lot more for it. But you know, if a blinker bulb is out, you're not driving off the you're not driving off of the part of the lot with that car. Uh,
G. Pishner had a baby girl,
Okay.
9/14 tonight.
wow, man, she's 15 minutes old. Congratulations, dude.
Congratulations, man.
Congratulations. That's awesome.
That is awesome.
Is this your first G? If it's your first girl, whether it's your first baby
Last
or
night.
not,
Last night.
Can you throw up Chico's comment? I think Chico says it best. Chico pretty much says exactly what I'm trying to get across.
That one.
No, the other one.
One more up from there. There you go.
One more up from there. There you go. That's exactly it. It's not, they're not doing what they used to do.
And see that's my point right there. That's one of the
It's
reasons.
basically it's like an old Smith and Wesson versus a new Smith and Wesson. The differences are night and freaking day, night and day.
Yeah, that was where I was going as well. That's why we prefer -2 or newer. See, there's another one. Pollard ain't had no problem with his either. Congratulations, sir.
And you know what? If you don't, more power to you. I'm serious. I'm not bitching. I'm not trying to come across like that. It's to me, it's a system that has a lot of issues, and maybe it's me. I don't know. Could be. Maybe I just suck at it. I don't know. It's a good possibility. You know, it's been heck. I've been reloading for what 5 years now, so you know I'm still new. I still consider myself new. I'm not someone that has years and years and years of experience. I've only been doing this for about 5 years. So yeah, I'm still fairly new to it. So, you know, yeah, it could be me too. I may be doing something wrong. I may have it set up wrong in a certain way.
Well, I'll say this about that. In that video that I was talking about that Pastor did, he showed how to adjust it, how to loosen that screw and move it to the left just a little bit or whatever. And after I did that, it worked better, but I still couldn't go through 100 primers without it. And
I spent hours on the phone. I talked to C-Max for probably 2 hours one day, just trying to figure out what was going on, why it wasn't working right. And even after that, it was still problem after problem. And I think And maybe I just got a bad one. I don't know.
Well, if you
It,
did,
it's,
I did as well. And that
it's tough to say because people say, we got folks out there saying they've never had an issue, this, that, the other. So maybe I got a bad one. I don't know.
and I hope that's the case. I hope everybody else is not as frustrated with it as obviously Scotsman and myself are, and CW too. But I tell you what I did to combat that problem is I went and ordered myself a Frankfurt Arsenal hand primer, perfect seat hand primer, and that thing ain't as cheap as it was when I bought it, but yeah, it works and it works
I'm
well.
not sure what the price is now, but the last time I looked, it was right around 60, and it's worth every penny.
It is. It will take your frustration away from from the Lee safety prime.
Are you still going to have some issues here and there? Potentially. Unfortunately, no matter what you have, there's going to be issues. But with the hand prime, and you got to be careful with a hand primer. Whenever you're doing a hand priming system, you got to be careful not to shake it too much to where you're double feeding. So, and that's kind of a you thing. So you gotta watch what you're doing as you're priming. But as far as actually priming itself, that system's great. I've never had a problem with it. It's worked flawlessly.
Yeah, I got to totally agree with Chico Wise on that comment right there. Doing what I do for a living, I'll tell you what, Channel Lock brand is not the Channel Lock they were 10 years ago, and neither is Rigid.
Or vice grip or any of them. Really,
Yeah, it's
still some wrenches. They're not even close.
And um, y'all have probably seen Uncle Jim have his fits when we talk about priming and that kind of stuff. He says, I prime on the press. I just stick the primer in there. Well, that's basically hand priming and stuff like that. But yeah, that's if you pick it up with your fingers and put it in, well, like this right here, you just put it in that thing and put it in your little carrier and seat it. It's fine, man, no problem. And if you're not doing that many, but if you're using a progressive press and you're wanting to crank out like 3, 4, 500 and as quick as you can and make dependable ammunition, then you really need your priming system to work. And um,
I mean,
the,
here's the thing: nothing's perfect. Nothing's perfect. Like, okay, so I have the 650, and I like it, but I still hate the priming system. And I hate the priming system for certain reasons. So the 550 priming system is a better priming system, which is what they put on the 750. So if you're out there and you're looking for a press and you want to go progressive, get the 750. Don't buy a 650. Buy the 750. Has a better priming system. Every now and then, as you're going, the primers will flip. And you have to be cognizant of what you're doing and feel as you pull that handle down and you stop and go, that doesn't feel right. And push your handle back up and look, take the brass out and go, oh, primer flipped. It happens quite often, unfortunately, on the 650. And I don't know exactly why, but it's pretty regular. Whereas the 550 priming system, I haven't heard too many issues with that. And so far as the 750 goes, everyone seems to love it. Everyone seems to be okay with how it all sets up and all of that. So It's
Well,
not just Lee. There's many other companies have issues. Dylan has issues too. It's not just Lee, but it's
Reloader 762 is giving us some help.
okay. There you go. And again, I'm not trying to bitch about this thing. It's bringing up an issue and making it aware to people out there. We want people to be aware.
That's a real important one there too, because that's where you can get any kind of ignitions or explosions is with the dust off the primers. If you don't clean your priming systems,
I
Yep.
can see that. I can see that.
very dangerous.
Paul, I'm curious. I don't know, man. Maybe we need to talk on the phone. You tell me, man. I don't understand why I have that issue. It's if I load about 500 or so at a time, I have at least a dozen or so that flip. And I don't know why.
All our stuff's got to be maintained, guys, but we all know that. I was going to show y'all some World War II cartridges, but I can't get them to stay up here on this little box I got right here. And I can't. I give up. I keep dropping them.
You got a MTM loading block, gray and red, and they have all different sizes. Maybe it'll stand up better.
Let's see what we can do here. Just happen to have one.
Yeah,
right
one of those.
in the
'Cause
heart.
they're shallow. The bullet doesn't go deep in some of those cavities. So
Well, I won't be able to see the bottom, but that's okay. And this ain't gonna work like I want it to.
turn it over. The other
It's gonna
side big
be
enough?
even less like I want it to.
Okay. One side's got that two-step.
Yeah. Anyway, of course, all y'all guys know I'm just preaching to the choir. Let me see if I can do this. Here we go. See how many times I drop it. Y'all got a pool out. Here we go. And they're gone.
You didn't even get it up to camera. Come on, man.
That was great.
And I'm not even taking my medicine yet, guys.
Oh, me neither. That's the
Okay,
problem.
here you go. This
That
is a
works.
30-06 and an 8 millimeter Mauser, and then this is the 7.62 by 54R, but it's got the bigger basis rim.
Yeah, it won't fit.
Well, it'll fit in there, but that rim's going to keep it jacked up and make it look so much bigger than the others. So that ain't quite fair, is it?
Jamie, do that again. That was funny.
I'm fixing to. There you go. Can you see them now?
Yep. Pick them up just a little bit. That way they can fall off.
In the metrics, that second number is your case length. So it's a 54R is a 54 millimeter long case with a rim, where the 8x57 is a 57 millimeter case.
And 30-06 is just
63 millimeter.
In the floor.
Jamie, you're rocking it, brother. You're rocking it.
That was great, man.
It's slick, man. What can I say? It's what's the official designation? So GGW's got a Mossy Oak shirt. Probably came from Walmart. Mine, I think that's where I got this one. I'm not sure though. But yeah, whereas these cartridges look a lot different, and they are, but They all accomplished the same thing. They fought wars.
So let me ask someone who's a newer reloader to us, and see. I don't know if you have any experience or not, Kingpin, but have you have any experience with Lee, or where are you at so far right now? Where are we sitting at with you?
Same place that I've been. I got that stuff you sent me, and that's it.
Okay. So we still got some more work to do with Kingpin, but we'll get there.
Yeah, what would it take,
Yeah,
Kingpin?
I just need to have the time to do it. I don't have the time at all to invest in it.
All right. Well, I'm gonna call BS on that because I and you can call me out if you want, but I'm gonna tell you right now, I call BS saying on having the time because we all have the time. It's up to you to make the time, and if you really truly, and I'm not saying you don't, so don't take this the wrong way because I love you, brother, but it's up to you to truly make the time for what you care about.
That's the bottom line.
Oh, yeah, I understand all that. I mean, and no disrespect, I don't care about reloading enough to start doing it. I mean, you're not wrong. I just got other priorities in life going on right now, and reloading is not one of them.
Oh, and I get that. I understand that. And you know, if there's anything you need, you just holler, man.
Oh, it's number one on the priority list, believe me. But it's just not. It's not on the list that I'm currently working on.
No, and I get that. I get that.
Jerry Bear, you're more than welcome, man. We're glad to help you out, man.
Quite welcome, man.
Not just that, man. That's exciting.
Oh, it is. My God.
I remember when I got to 100 subscribers, and it took like a year, you know. And then
Anytime you hit a mark, whether it be 100, 200, 300, 500,000, it's an exciting time. So no, Gerber, you've earned it. You deserve it. Congratulations, brother. Absolutely awesome job.
dang, Kingpin, Bald's getting on you hard, buddy.
And to anyone out there in the chat, if you just went and subscribed to him, please make sure you go watch a video. Make sure you make a comment, and that way, and make sure you're subscribed and stay subscribed.
Lock it in.
Yeah.
You know, unfortunately, the way that YouTube works right now, it's really kind of messed up. So make sure you leave that comment on there, or it's going to screw a lot of things up. So
It absolutely will.
And that's one good thing too, Jerry Bear. You're going to learn with everybody over here in this side chat. Everybody comments, likes your videos. I mean, once you got the support from these guys. They're there all the time.
We sure
have no life. We're constantly on YouTube and work.
Yeah, a lot of times I'm watching you guys all day. I'll pick out one of you guys, and like today, I'm going to binge CW Longshot. I'm going to binge somebody that I want to learn more about their channel and their content. Like one day next week, I'm sure it'll be Jerry Bear Tactical. And I'm sitting over here on one side of the room working on Chromebooks, and over here on the desk is my computer playing YouTube videos. So I don't get to go over and like and comment on every single one of them, but I try to leave at least one comment when I binge somebody like that. Like last week or the week before, it was reloading from the hot pot. I hadn't seen him in here tonight, so he's probably out with Hot Pot's Hot Shot. So
all right, can I address a comment?
Absolutely.
Okay, so Bald and Curious, you're calling out Kingpin because he's not a reloader. What do you think this chat's for? This chat is not for just reloaders. This chat is for everyone. This chat is to encourage people to reload. It is to help new people get into it. It is designed around that entire point. So when you call him out, say he shouldn't be here, I call BS. He should be here because he's trying to learn. He's trying to understand things we're doing. And I know where you're coming from. Before you make another comment out there and start bitching at me, I know where you're coming from. Don't take this the wrong way. It is simply what I'm saying is this is the exact reason this chat exists.
Like sands through the hourglass.
We're all here to help each other. He's learning. He's someone who is on the outside, if you would. And I was asked by Jamie, probably a year ago.
Here she is.
Probably about a year or so ago, I was asked by Jamie about, hey, do you know anyone that's looking to do this or looking to do that? And I'm like, hey, yeah, I do. And so I know you're just busting him. That's what I'm saying, King. That's what I'm saying, Ball and Gears. I know you're busting him. But the point is, to everyone out there, if you're out there, don't run away if you're trying to get into this. We're all here to help you. That's it. We're all here to help you. So Kingpin's learning. Kingpin's out there. He's learning. He jumps in. He asks questions. And this is the biggest thing I had when I reached out to Kingpin and said, hey, man, would you be willing to jump on this chat? And he's like, hell yeah. Why?
I actually like the fact that he's waiting and learning before he starts screwing up all kinds of brass and ruining bullets and wasting powder.
Well, and that's the thing, man. When I reached out and said, hey, we got this going on, would you be willing to jump in as someone who's wanting to do it and all this? It also helps people in the side chat, and this is the whole thing for me. This is where I was coming from when I asked him, and you can speak up here in a second, Camping. But when I asked you because you're someone out there who is wanting to learn this, and you're also someone who a lot of people know, and so the side chat is going to react to that. And so if anyone's out there and they're unsure, now they have someone else who's like, okay, I'm just starting. So now we have a conglomeration of someone who's just starting with the side chat. And we also have everyone else who's done this for years upon years and years. And we can all work together. And that's the key.
Paul's just mad at me because I live in a freer state than him. We both live in commie states, but Maryland's less commie than New York, so he's just angry at me and lashing out.
Oh, Lord, here we go.
Ball's just angry, period. So, whatever.
Oh, Walter, I still do the same thing, sir. It comes with it, but he's just trying to mitigate the casualties.
Let me say something about the subject at hand, and then we got to start wrapping this puppy up. Our most valuable commodity is time. And life is like a roll of toilet paper. The closer you get to the end, the faster it goes.
You ain't wrong.
The Lord blessed us with a finite amount of time, and we do not know how much that is. So, with that being said, we've got to value each moment that the Lord has blessed us with, and there'll come a time for Kingpin when he gets into reloading, and if the Lord's willing, we'll all be here to help him. And but one other thing I want to say, I just want to say thank you to Kingpin for being here and putting up with us, because we get way off topic sometimes, but that's part of what we do, and I think that's why y'all like to get off topic sometimes too. It's the world.
Wait a minute, did we have a topic? I missed the memo.
You know how we're all right is Ball and Gears is out there and he's like, F you both. So we're right when Ball and Gears is like, I'm done. I have no words but F you.
What the hell, Willie?
Yeah,
My goodness.
Willie is probably watching tonight because I just got a text from him saying good night, brother. Uh, Willie, good night, my brother. Sleep tight. Uh,
Love
we're
you, my
still,
friend.
we're still praying for you, and
What is it? What? I
we're
don't
still.
even know what this says. Like I say, I'm just glad to hear it. Jesus.
So, yeah, Uncle John says time to reload, but yeah, that's my point. Life don't deal us all aces either, man. Sometimes we got to take care of stuff like Willie being in the hospital. He wasn't planning this, and
Yeah.
if we knew how much time the Lord had allotted us, then it would be a lot easier to set our priorities when it comes to time and stuff like that. But that's my feelings about that. We love you, Willie. We're still praying for you too, man. We hope you get better soon. And yeah, we it was an honor to have him in my home. And
He will. You can't keep him down.
well, I hope not.
Well,
So
I know because I've seen it happen in my living room. You can't keep him down. He won't let nobody pick him up. He's got to get up on his own.
I think about him every day, man. I like that guy.
Oh, man, he's something. He's something. I love him to death.
Good night, Mark.
Yeah, when I first started watching this show, he was always one of my favorites on here. I like it when he's on.
He's just a crazy old bastard, just like all of us are going to be. He's just a little closer to it than we are.
we'll start.
He and that brother been through the same trenches and jumped out of the same damn planes, and there's a really soft spot in my heart for him, and I'm praying that he'll be all right.
We all are.
Yeah. One other thing I found interesting was comment earlier, and I forget who made it now. Gun Blue 490 is going to start doing casting videos. He's going to start teaching people how to cast.
Fuzzy posted.
Yeah, that will be interesting to see if he gets strikes and if he gets them taken down because he's one of the bigger names in the gun community. I really enjoy watching his stuff and all that kind of stuff. But let's start going through the room and let these people get on with their weekend. And Chris, how did you like being on with us tonight? I hope you had a good time.
Oh no, I was honored to be invited on. I've had a great time. I know I didn't talk much, but I just kind of sat here and took it all in.
Well, it's kind of hard in this crowd. There's times I don't get to say anything too. So, but these guys right here, they're solid gold, and they care about us, and they tell us the truth, and that's what we're after. So,
No, I mean honestly, you guys, I appreciate everybody. Everybody on the panel and everybody in the side chat. You guys have kind of just took me in like family, and I enjoy hanging out with you, whether I'm on the panel or in the side chat. I like spending my evenings with you guys.
Thor's that. I'll say this much to Mr. Pollard and Bald and Curious. There's two things that won't lie to you, brother, and that's a 6-year-old grandbaby and yoga pants.
Yep.
All right, I'm going to say this and take it for what it's worth, but God bless the man that invented yoga pants.
I will say that.
GGW, I have not, and I'm going to try my best to remember to call and check on him.
Actually, no, I haven't. Yeah.
BPJ, maybe we need to start over. Yeah.
Hey, thanks, Chico, for throwing that link out there, man. I appreciate that.
Yeah, y'all go check out Chris's content. If you like it, give him a sub. And like Scotsman said, remember to like and comment, or you'll get unsubbed. Some of the people that I've been unsubbed from in the last 3 weeks, like I had to resub CW the other day. I'm like, what? I watch every one of his videos. Do I not, CW? And almost
Yeah.
You
leave it
know,
on almost.
speaking of that, earlier, I've been subscribed to Garage Guy for a while now, and when I went over on his channel, I was unsubscribed.
This is the thing with YouTube, and it really ticks me off. So I try to get on here every day, and it doesn't happen every day, but I try to every day. And I don't always watch everyone's videos as soon as they come out, and so on and so forth. It's not possible. There's just no way. I'm subscribed to, I don't know, so many channels. It's ridiculous. But at the end of the day, I still try to get on. I still try to watch. Maybe a day or two later after you posted, whatever. But when it comes to YouTube and unsubscribing, it's getting ridiculous. They are literally just, if you haven't made a comment, if you haven't watched in a week or whatever, they're pulling that channel. So you really got to pay attention.
Yeah, because I was on a live chat with Garage Guy like, I don't know, 5 or 6 weeks ago, tops. And that's when we first met each other, and I subscribed to his channel. And then when he popped in earlier, I went over to I wasn't subscribed anymore.
It's the one of the big things, especially when you first subscribe to someone, is make sure you go watch a video. Make sure you put a comment in there, because if you don't, they'll automatically pull you.
Yeah,
automatically.
Yep, you got to lock it in with a comment and all that, and actually watch the video to the end.
Yeah,
I think it's I think their time is like a 48-hour limit or something like that. If you haven't commented within 48 hours of subscribing, then they pull you.
Anybody else notice comments deleted?
Oh yeah.
I had a
What?
subscriber
Why?
get mad at me. He thought I deleted his comment because it was a little spicy, and I had no way to answer him. He wasn't a longtime subscriber, and he commented on another video, and he commented back. So you deleted my video, and then I got to talk to him, and hopefully got across that. No, I didn't. I don't delete comments, but that's happening a lot too.
but some people do.
I'm trying to figure out why Mike Hester is calling me out saying you're killing me.
There's Kingpin's channel. All right, so Scotsman, what are you going to be working on, brother? You going to be on Sunday night?
Yeah, we should be on Sunday night. And again, we'll hopefully have Chris on Sunday. And we welcome him. I didn't even know about Chris up until a couple weeks ago, and he's got a good channel. So if you guys haven't been over there, please go jump over and support Chris. But he's a good dude. But yeah, we'll be on Sunday.
Thanks, Trent.
And hopefully this week, supposedly, like I said, my barrel supposedly shipped. So hopefully within the next week or so, we'll have a brand new AR put together. And then I'll just be figuring out what scope I'm going to put on there, get out there and do some shooting. So
Good deal, man.
yep, I'm looking forward to it. You know me, man. I'm a big bore guy, so I went big bore. So we'll see what happens with it. I'm excited for it. It's cool, and worst case scenario, it doesn't work out, and we switch it to something else. But I'm honestly not worried about it. I think it'll work out just fine. So
You ain't wrong, hobbies. So, Kingpin, anything you working on?
Probably not. Thanks for having me. It's always a pleasure hanging out with everybody. And sorry I couldn't be more active. I'm just glad my computer hasn't fallen apart yet.
Brother,
all right,
thanks for
so
being here. We appreciate you, man.
so y'all heard this. So we're gonna start a GoFundMe, and we're gonna get Kingpin a brand new laptop.
A really, really expensive one. It was like 4 or 5 monitors. A couple,
Yep.
like it's
Yep.
big,
We're, we're,
big.
we're gonna get you the top dollar, and I don't want to hear a damn peep out of your mouth. We're getting you top dollar.
Oh, you'll hear. I'm gonna complain everything that's wrong with it. I'm gonna make sure I complain loud and clear to every one of you from behind your screen. Dig deeper in your pockets. You were gonna give a bunch of money, give more, because I need an expensive computer and probably somebody to teach me how to run it.
I can donate some pear preserves.
I'll take that.
Yeah.
Well, come on over here and get them, brother. I'll give them to you.
He needs a full-fledged gaming computer. That's why he ain't got time to reload.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm. Kingpin.
Now we see.
Super Mario is coming out with a new game. I gotta have it.
Cool, man. Cool. See, my son moved in, and I'm so glad he's here. But yeah, he plays video games some. So
Kingpin wants a surround sound for when Mario goes down the tube. Doink, doink, doink.
Yeah,
CW,
virtual
what you
reality.
working on, bro?
Oh, yeah.
I'm sorry, Kingpin. Say that again. I walked all over you.
I was saying I need virtual reality in all of it.
Wow.
Hey, good night, Tread. Thanks for posting all them links too.
Yeah, I thought Trad was at work. He must have just got home.
Oh, Tread's a beast.
And good to see my brother Charles Irby out there too.
Yeah, always good to see Charlie. I got a 6mm Remington I'm working on. I'm waiting for a couple more pieces, parts, and then I got to make up a couple of dummies and finalize my overall length. And then I got a letter back, an email back from the barrel manufacturer as to questions I had. So all that's straightened out, which is good. So I'll probably be tearing down the action and sending it out to him probably next week.
Good deal. We'll make some videos about that.
Yeah, I'll make some videos. They'll be Rumble, but I'll make some videos.
There you go, Chico. And with that, we'll see what Mr. Kyle's got working on.
What I'm working on right now is getting my reloading room rebuilt and put back in place. I gotta say, I really had a good time cutting up with all you guys tonight. I'm going through some back problems and some issues. Those should be handled, I don't know, probably in the next 18 years. But right now I'm working through it, and I really love the fact that y'all are here every Friday night. And I look forward to seeing every single one of you. I appreciate you being here.
Absolutely. We appreciate y'all. We had, I think our high tonight was like 64, something like that. So I hope all y'all hit the like button on your way out and let them know that you guys are indeed relevant to them. So anyway, um, I'm starting to work on a shotgun video, and it's not reloading shotgun or anything like that. Just talking about supplies to do that. So hopefully I'll get that finished over the weekend, but probably not because I got a busy weekend ahead of me that I didn't plan. But that's back to the time thing, right? So I want to thank you guys on the panel for joining us. I want to thank you guys in the side chat for being here and making it such a fun thing to do on a Friday night. And with that, we hope the Lord blesses y'all all real good. If you need to get in touch with us, send us an email at georgiashootingconnection@gmail.com and say a prayer for our brother Willie. And Lord willing, we'll see y'all next Friday night at 8 o'clock. Say good night.